Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to share with you something that I learned that I really love from Daniel Priestley. So, Daniel Priestley teaches business and how to make good products, how to market them properly, and how to sell. He's one of my favorite business coaches online, and I've been watching a lot of his videos. And I'm going to share with you what really helped. I was able to almost triple my revenue in 1 year with the same ad spend. And if you're thinking that it's in food, well, I was able to try it in two verticals. One of our verticals is F&B catering. The other one is culinary education. And so now I'm also building our third vertical, which is targeting the corporate training community. So I was able to take these things that I've learned from Daniel Priestley and I'm going to share them with you. So that is called the product ecosystem. So, a little background about me is I'm a fine dining chef. I've been for a very long time. Has also been in education, culinary education. And, us chefs were very notorious for doing low leverage work. Well, we put in our time, we work the long hours, thinking the longer that we work, the more we can create, no, the more value we can capture. And while in a way it does make sense, when I attended business school, a lot of my classmates were making fun of my job. They said it was low leverage. So when I attended business school, they said I had a low leverage job. Don't take any offense, Roberto. It's just that being a chef, you're literally trading your time for revenue. Uh, and you're thinking that the longer that you work, the more you're going to make. And I got insulted, I got hurt, but it really stuck with me. Like there were nights I couldn't sleep. And because I couldn't sleep on it, I started to think more and more about it. And this is in a matter of years, not just a couple of weeks, years, because I felt really bad. I wanted to really lash out at someone or figure it out if they were just being jerks to me. But apparently, as I started to understand leverage and value, I learned a lot from Alex Hermosi also. I started to see that there was some truth in what they said. Us chefs, we put in the long hours. The longer we work, the more we expect to make. And if you once you hit an age like 40, like when you're like me, 40, that is not a winning proposition. And then I started to understand how to create products that can be sold without added time. And then later, I started to understand how to make products that can be sold more than once. And for a chef, you're going to cook a steak, a burger, a sushi plate, a pasta, a tasting menu. There's no such thing as selling the same thing more than once. It's completely unheard of. So I started becoming obsessed. How do you sell something more than once? And anyways, that's when I met this guy online. And when I say met, I started watching his videos. So aside from Alex Hermosi, Daniel Priestley is probably on my top three of the people that I watch and learn from. And the nice thing about YouTube is that you can attend business school by just watching videos. So I hope you like my backdrop, my B rolls here. It's all about my work. But let's see. What did I learn from Daniel Priestley? It's the product ecosystem. Before I thought I knew how to make products because I made tasting menus that sell for around $100 to $200. And when you get into the realm of selling food for $100 to $200, that's a pretty elite percentage. You're an elite percentile of transaction size. Now, if we're talking about volume, that's a whole different story because fine dining doesn't usually do good volumes. And then my other business is education. So I was able to build some really good blockbuster educational products in my 20 years in education. I was able to sell two of my companies, one for practically nothing. The second one was very, very good on the exit. It had a nine-figure valuation on the exit. And that's what sparked my interest in business and entrepreneurship. But then I realized I didn't have anything to Daniel Priestley's product ecosystem. And let's get at it. No, his product ecosystem talks about number one, having a core product. Whatever your core product is, make sure it's tailor fit, zeroed in, locked in to a target customer that can afford to spend, that's happy to spend. If you're selling to cheap people with little budget, it's going to be very difficult to grow that business because selling to the mass market belongs to the big players. That's what he said. So that really resonated with me. I started thinking I cannot charge cheap prices and expect to build big business or a growing business because I'm selling to people that don't have money to spend. So I had to change the way that I thought. I had managers, I had people in my company that were insisting on lowering the price, lowering the price, lowering the price. And so it's in a way, it's like I was the one person that believed in the value and everyone around me didn't. So what happened? Exit all the people that didn't believe in it. Eventually, we had disagreements. Some left, some got fired, some I just kicked out. But then when I started to build the value, I didn't realize I'm going to target the right people that need this. And we're going to target the people that can afford this. So the core product became more expensive. At first, it became higher priced by 30%, later 150%, and now it's a double. And it's not stopping there. We're planning now a 3.5x of our initial core product. So, anyways, see Daniel Priestley, he says core product, price it well, give it to a market that can spend. But below your core product, you should have tiers. You should have a gold tier, a bronze, a silver tier, and a bronze tier of your core product. So that way you have different price points. And so I followed him and it worked wonderfully. Now, every time we have a tier, now it's the upper two tiers that are outselling our initial core product was the lowest. It's ridiculous. I didn't think it would work, but caveat is though, just because you up your prices, it's not gonna work. Your marketing has to be good. The product has to be really address and really change the lives of people that use it. And once you understand this, you'll be able to make smarter products. So, guys, I hope you like that. That's the core product. He also talks about the product for prospects, the free gift, and the product for clients. I really think you should check out Daniel Priestley if you want to learn about his product ecosystem. I've used it in food, I've used it in education. And now that I'm looking to expand the education business, I'm going all in on his business model.